Welcome, my name is Jocelyn, this is my channel, and today we are doing another palette roulette video. I do have one of these already up on my channel with the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. There are a lot of these videos out there, a lot of creators have done them before. Some of the versions you may have seen is of course the roulette, but also palette bingo. They're basically the same exact thing, and the idea is you take a palette, you count how many shades are in there, and then you random number generate 4, 5, 6, kind of however many shades you want to have to use on your eye to create a look. Some people incorporate other shadows if they feel the need. I did a shop my stash. I do a shop my stash every month, and for the month of May I have two palettes really. I have the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette, the Dream Street palette, which I thought about using, but I just used that in a Get Ready With Me. So instead I chose my other palette that I picked for the month of May, and that is the Huda Beauty palette. This is the Desert Dusk palette. I haven't used this on my channel in a very long time, so I thought it was time to use it. These are the shades in this palette. Definitely a lot of warm shades. We have some splashes of purple, lots of satin shades. We do have this glitter right here, which I don't think I've ever used before. There's definitely shades in here that I tend to gravitate towards when I use this palette. So I'm hoping that doing a palette roulette on this will kind of get me out of my comfort zone. As you can see, I have no makeup on my face. If I was a properly trained makeup artist, I would probably do my foundation first, but that's not what we do on this channel. I like to do my eyeshadow first, so that's what we're doing. And I think I'm going to select 5 shades. I'm going to pull up the random number generator on Google. Okay, I have the random number generator pulled up. There are 18 shades in the palette, so I'm going to put a minimum of 1, a maximum of 18. Hit generate, and the first shade we get is 3. Ooh, I mean, this is exciting because I love this shade. It is this shade right here. This is the shade Eden. Ooh, so that is shade number 1. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Next, we have the shade 15. So we have 6, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, I got it. All right, we have chosen the shade Cosmo, so I've never used this shade. This will be interesting. Let's get another one. Now we have the shade 6. Oh, so far this look is very cohesive. So this shade 6 is the last shade on this top row. It is the shade right here, the shade Oud. I'm not entirely sure. Now we have 3 again. We don't want to do that. Okay, now we have 7. Ooh, okay, all right. Now we have selected this shade right here. This is the shade Celestial. It is like it's like a gold shade with a pink or peach reflect in it. Already trying to formulate in my mind how I'm going to incorporate those 2 glitter shades. Okay, so I want to pick one more shade, and this could make or break this look, so we'll see. All right, the last shade is the shade 13. It is this shade right here. This is the shade Cashmere. I love this shade. It's so pretty. It's like a champagne-ish color. All right, okay. So the shades that we have been selected to use are Eden, Cosmo, Oud or Ode, Celestial, and Cashmere. So that's a total of 5 shades. Let's go ahead and just stick with that and see what happens. It is getting a little dark outside. I am filming this in the evening. Let me see if I can jerry-rig my light a little bit. I don't know if that helped at all, but okay. Let's push my hair out of the way. I am going to use a primer. This is the Urban Decay, of course. Ooh, hello. There's my mirror right there. Urban Decay primer. I am filming this in the evening just in case it goes horribly wrong and I don't want to wear it all day long. So my eyes are primed. I did put a matte cream shade from my crease up. I do that with all of my eye looks, so it's only fair that I did it today. Let me see if I can zoom you in just a smidgen so that you can get a good up close look at what I'm doing on my eyes. Not that I'm going to be doing anything super special, but at least you'll get an up close personal look at the mess that will likely occur on top of my eyes or on my eyelids. First, I'm going to go in with the actual first shade that we chose. That is the shade Eden. Again, as a refresher, it is that shade right there. It is just a peachy matte shade. I'm gonna pop that right in the crease. I'm actually gonna use the mirror in the palette because it's nice and big. I was kind of hoping to get something a little more crazy out of this palette. I mean, I guess I did get that glitter shade. What is that? Cosmo. So that'll throw things off a little bit. But I was fully prepared to just have to mix all sorts of different color schemes together. I'm kind of relieved that I don't have to do that because gosh, who knows how successful that would have been. So I think we're done with that shade for now. I wonder if I would be able to use Cosmo as a glitter liner. I think I might want to try that. It might be a total fail, but I think I want to try that. I just swatched, okay, that's the worst ever. I just swatched all the colors to try and get a look at what I could do. And I think what I'm gonna start by doing, I already started, but I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to take Celestial. It's the 4th shade we chose. It's this shade right here. And I'm gonna put that on the inner part of my eyelid over to maybe 2/3. So the first 2/3 and leave the third blank. And I am going to wet my brush because it's kind of a hard shade to pick up. So we're gonna just wet a flat brush and dip it in there. Well, it shows up really well when you wet your brush, I'll tell you that. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a cool shade. I don't know that I've ever really used this shade. I think I've only ever swatched it. That could be a lie. I could have used it before. Okay, so we have that on. And while we're in there, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight into Cashmere. It's this shade right here. Well, I'm gonna wipe my brush off. And then maybe I'll wet it one more time. So I'm gonna go into Cashmere and I'm gonna actually put that on the outer third of my eye. The only piece we didn't fill in. Definitely looks a little weird, but I'm hoping when I put that Oud shade on, it'll kind of bring it all together. Definitely doesn't quite go together, but oh well. Maybe in the end it will. All right, now that we've got those 2 shades on, I am gonna go in with this shade. That is the shade Oud, and put that in the outer corner. Actually, first I'm gonna go back in with Eden and just touch up my outer V to make sure I didn't lose any of that, and just to kind of help put a base right there before I put that dark shade in. Okay, so now go in with this pointed blender brush. This is a very dark shade, and we're just gonna kind of try and work it. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend that a little bit. I might go back in and deepen it up. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Not too bad. Let's see, I think I have 5 colors. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have that one more, the shade Cosmo. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this flat brush. I'm going to spritz it with Fix Plus, lots and lots of Fix Plus. And then I'm gonna try and pick up Cosmo, and I'm gonna try and kind of dot it along my lash line. This is gonna be challenging. I have no idea if it's gonna work. Oh geez. Well, let's just hope for the best. Well, I mean, it's kind of working. Can you tell at all? Well, I mean, I gave myself some wings. I'm gonna try and deepen or solidify that liner a little bit more. Well, that's what we have going on right now. Let me put, oh geez. I guess this is a good thing about not having to go anywhere else after this. Let me put the rest of my face makeup on, because sometimes that just like, that's what it takes, is to put everything else on and then come back and see how the eyes look. I'm gonna put my base on and maybe everything else, and then come back to you to do my under eyes, so the eyeshadow under my eyes. So just as a heads up, I am going to be using the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, my NARS concealer that's in my Project Pan, my Anastasia brow products, so kind of that whole entire line, and then just some bronzer and blush. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. The sun is like almost gone outside. I finished putting the rest of my face makeup on. I will say that as I was applying my makeup, the glitter from the liner shadow I did has now transferred to the crease of my eye. So that's very fun. There's just full glitter all over my eye now, which, I mean, hey, that's why I did this at this time of day. So I'm going to finish up and do the bottom part of my eyeball. with some of the shadows I used on top. I think I'm going to go in with Eden, this shade right here, and also Oud. We don't know. And of course, the brush I want is the same brush that I used to apply all of that glitter. So we are going to try and get as much off as possible. Okay, I think that's gonna be good enough. So first I'm gonna go in with Eden. Perfect, and then we're gonna go in with Ode, and I'm gonna put that, I think I'm gonna focus that on the outer part of the eye. Yeah, we're just gonna do it all. Go back in and blend that in a moment, but let me put it on the other side. All right, we have now put eyeshadow underneath my eye, and I think all I need is mascara, so let's go ahead and put some of that on. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because it's been a while since I've used it. All right, there we have it. There is the, oop, here, let me move that out of the way. This is the completed look. It's a little bit of a disaster. There is sparkle all over my eye. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. Just all up in the crease, underneath my eye, and the lash line, there's glitter. In hindsight, I should have tried to use a glitter glue. I've actually never used a glitter glue before. I do think I have one by Too Faced, but again, I've never used it and didn't even think about it. I just thought maybe Fix Plus will work, and it doesn't, not with that particular shadow. But I still had a lot of fun. I do think this is still a pretty look. I wish that the glitter wasn't all over my eyes. Oh, and I've also got some fallout right here. So there's that. Oh, I didn't put any inner corner highlight on. Let me change that. There. I mean, it doesn't make much of an effect, and I'm pretty washed out on the camera, so you might not be able to tell at all. If you have this palette and you used that shade, it's the shade right here, the shade Cosmo. Let me know how you use it and how you like to use it, because this is not super cute. I would love to hear from you below. Have you done a palette roulette before? If you have, let me know down in the comments below. I think these videos are really fun. This may not have turned out great, but I had a lot of fun doing this look on my eyes today. If you have any other palettes you would like to see me do a palette roulette on, let me know also down in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You would like to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I think that's everything I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. We are done. Now time to go take off this makeup.